welcome back to the final part of, I guess it's a 4-part series. I lost track of how many. But anyway, this is the final part where you decorate the beads. And I told you on the end of the last video that you can use anything. You use colored pencils, you can use nail polish, you can use acrylic paints, oil paints, whatever you have available. But if you do use any of the other mediums, such as like colored pencils, because they don't bond really easily to it, you might want to put some sort of like gloss finish on it, either clear nail enamel, Mod Podge would work too. So alright, let's get to it. I'm going to use, I bought these metallic glittery like nail polishes. So I'm going to use those for the first time actually. But I mean, it's just, you can use anything on them. So I'm going to give you just an example of how I do them. I like to have like some styrofoam, piece of styrofoam. And the styrofoam is for you to take your toothpick, which you'll need also, and you stick the toothpick in there, and you're going to place the bead on there after it's done drying. So okay, let's get going. I'll show you. Move this camera back over here. Alright, I've decided to use blue. It's like a really spacey looking blue color. And because I like to mix colors, I think I'll use blue, and I'll use a purple. So basically I just do this. I coat it on top. I'll show you, bring it closer so you can see it. And when you're using these kind of chemicals, you want to make sure you have some ventilation going, like the windows open, or even do it outside. I'm not doing it outside right now because it's really noisy. A lot of people with their leaf blowers and all kinds of other crazy loud lawn equipment. Okay, now I'm going to put the other colored blue on there. So this is like a midnight blue, and this is more like a spacey like blue color. And hold that still. This. Now if you want, you could put just a thin coat on it so it's not opaque and it's just kind of like a wash of color. Or you can even put it on thick like I am, because I like it on thick. So just do like that. I learned that by using the styrofoam and the toothpick, it's a lot less messy. Because beforehand, I would just like hold the bead in my hand and it'd have nail polish all over my fingers and stuff, or paint. I did do some that have the oil paint. I found an old tube of green oil paints. Use those. You can even mix mediums too. I've made some with oil paint and nail polish before. Some with a Sharpie. Now with the fine tip Sharpies, you can get like more of a really interesting design on them. So that's one of them right there. See that? And then I turned it, see that right there? Can you see it? And then I turn it upside down so that I could get this part in here that's not colored, not painted. So put it right here, and I'll just put this color on here. So basically you can put any design on it or just paint them any color that you like, depending on what you're using them for. If you're making like, you know, a necklace or whatever, earrings, adorning a bag, you can use them for, if you make dolls, you can use them to adorn your dolls, which I have been doing. And I make handbags, I use them for that. But anyway, this is what it looks like when it's dried. I mean, not when it's dried, it's not dried yet, obviously. This is what it looks like when you're done painting it. I think I missed a spot here. But you're going to want to let this dry. I let this dry for several hours outside, just to make sure everything is sealed and hardened. And when you put the paint on it, not only is it really nice and decorative and beautiful, but it also keeps the bead protected and sealed. go. Kind of spacey looking, huh? Okay, space rock. I just put the toothpick onto the styrofoam, stick it on there, leave it outside in the sun for hours, okay? I don't know how many hours, maybe somewhere between 4 to 8 hours, depending on how hot and how sunny it is. And that's all you do. That's all there is to it. So, yeah, there's so many options as far as what you can do to decorate them. You could even like sprinkle like glitter on them if you want. You could find little seed beads and glue it on there. You can even draw a design on there first and then intricately paint in there whatever you want on there. So that's just the basics of it, and it's I know it's just a departure from using polymer clay, because I don't have polymer clay, and it's a lot more fun to me. I mean, I'm getting my hands involved into it a little bit more, and it's just another way of making beads. So, and I think that making beads for me, just in general, is just very nice, relaxing thing to do if I'm stressed out from the day and just want to just focus in on something creative and go outside and do this kind of stuff and just kind of meditate. And it's meditative, so I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I hope you found it helpful. This right here, see that? Pretty cool. Yeah, make sure it dries really good before you start using it for your jewelry or whatever other activities or projects you want to do. So I'll be bringing some more videos to you in regards to the paper beads, more so on jewelry making. So I better go because my cat's calling me at the door. Alright, stay tuned for the next video. And if you guys have any ideas for videos for me that you'd like to see regarding the beads or anything like that, just feel free to let me know. Drop me a comment or message and I'll see what I can do. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you take the time out today to do something creative and fun. Alright, peace.